Hey everyone, let me ask you something. Do your essays ever feel like a total jumbled mess? You know the feeling. You have these awesome ideas in your head, but the second you try to write them down, they just turn into this confusing, messy paragraph. It's super frustrating, right? Well, don't worry, you are absolutely in the right place. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to give you the ultimate builder's blueprint for a strong opinion essay. We'll learn exactly how to give your ideas a solid backbone, so they're clear, easy to read, and really stand out. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at what an opinion essay actually is. Then we'll build the essay skeleton, write a killer intro and conclusion, tackle the counterargument, and finally, master the super useful PEAL paragraph method. Let's get building.
All right, part 1. What is an opinion essay?
So an opinion essay is simply a formal piece of writing where you state your view on a topic and back it up with clear reasons. Now, formal is the magic word here. That means we aren't writing a text message to our best friend. We need to use polite, correct English, no slang, no chat expressions, and definitely no short words like gonna or wanna when you're writing it down. Your main goal is to state your view clearly and respectfully. Moving on to part 2, the essay skeleton. Think of your essay like a house, or even your own body. It needs a strong skeleton to hold everything together. Step 1 is your introduction. Step 2, your body paragraphs. That's where your main arguments live. Step 3 is the counterargument. And step 4 is the conclusion. If you skip any of these bones, your essay house might just fall apart. You really have to walk your readers step by step through your thoughts. Let's look at part 3. Writing a strong intro and conclusion. Your essay needs a welcoming front door, and that's your introduction. You've got to introduce your main topic clearly and state your personal opinion right from the start. Remember our rule about keeping it formal? Definitely no slang here. And whatever you do, don't just list out the pros and cons. This is an opinion essay, so the reader needs to know exactly where you stand. To sound super confident right out of the gate, try using sentence starters. We call these linkers. Phrases like, personally I think, or from my point of view, are brilliant. They act like little road signs telling your reader exactly what you're doing. And then there's the back door, your conclusion. This is where you summarize your main ideas and restate your opinion, just using slightly different words. It's super important not to add any brand new arguments here. You just want to tie everything up in a nice little bow. Try using a final linker like to sum up or in conclusion, so the reader knows you're wrapping things up. All right, part 4, the counterargument. Now, this part is really cool because it makes you sound incredibly persuasive. A counterargument is simply the opposite point of view. It just means taking a quick look at what the other side thinks. By showing the reader you understand the opposite side and then explaining exactly why they're wrong, your own voice becomes so much stronger. It shows you've thought about the whole picture. Let's try an example. Imagine our essay topic is about school uniforms. Your opinion on the left might be, uniforms are useful. But the opposite view on the right could be, uniforms take away our freedom. If you write something like, some people think uniforms take away our freedom, but they actually help us focus, boom, you've just used a counterargument perfectly. Finally, part 5, the PEAL paragraph method. So we have our skeleton, but how do we build the actual rooms inside? We use the absolute best tool for the job, PEAL. It stands for point, introducing your main idea. Evidence, giving an example or a quote. Explanation, explaining what that evidence means. Analysis, diving into the deeper meaning. And link, connecting everything back to the main question. Let's build one of these together, step by step. We're going to use our practice question again. Do you agree that school uniforms are useful? Let's see exactly how PEAL works in action. Step 1 is the point. We start with a nice, strong linker, like firstly, followed by a really clear topic sentence. So we say, firstly, school uniforms create a sense of equality among students. See, absolutely no confusion. The reader knows exactly what we're going to argue right away. Next up is evidence. We need to back up our claim with a relatable fact. Something like, for example, when everyone wears the same outfit, you cannot tell who is rich or poor. This right here brings your argument to life. Then comes our first E, which is explanation. You can't just drop a piece of evidence and walk away. You have to explain how it actually supports your point. So we write, this means that students focus on learning rather than judging each other's clothes. We are connecting the dots for the reader. Next is the analysis, and this is absolutely crucial. This is where we dig a bit deeper. We could say, A classroom without judgment reduces stress and makes students feel safer. This proves exactly why your point matters emotionally and shows the real-world effect on students.
And lastly, the L stands for link. Therefore, having a uniform policy directly improves the school environment. Look at how that last sentence just perfectly wraps up the paragraph and points right back to our main essay question. It flows so beautifully, doesn't it? Feels totally complete.
You did it. Now you have a complete toolkit for writing. So remember, build a strong skeleton with your intro, body, counter-argument, and conclusion. Use those clear linkers like firstly and to sum up. Empower your body paragraphs using the PEAL method. And always keep your ideas clear, well-explained, and analyzed. You see, structure isn't just some boring rule your teachers make up. It's actually the magic formula that gives your ideas a strong backbone so they can be clear, powerful, and persuasive. So thinking about your next writing assignment, what is the very first idea you're going to build into an awesome Peel paragraph? Grab your pen, take a deep breath, and let's start building.